Okay, so here we go. Um, we're starting to get something that's more like a game. This is episode 16, I think. And this is where we've got to. This is the game feature. And I think if we play it, we can do letters. And when we get to 5 letters, it does kind of a score. So we've got an E. And so on and so forth. I think it's a guess, is it? Oh, and we can crash the preview. That's interesting. Let's see if we can just crash that with doing get. And then I think we've got a bug to fix. Yeah, we can. So that is what we're going to do. Let's just make sure it's not a preview and see if the rest of the app builds first of all, not just in the previews. So I am remembering to put time on the clock. And now let's investigate this crash bug, which looks pretty bad, frankly. So we're going to look at the app feature. Ooh, that's the wrong button. Guess that one. See if the app feature builds. Doesn't. We've been working in the game feature for a while now. Ah, yeah. We've got this game here, which we might not be in a game. So the game state needs to either be nil or this needs to contain a nil. Frankly, there shouldn't be a game state if we're not in a game. So that should be nil. The guard on this. Just do this. And here we do coordinate. Okay. Oh, wrong buttons. And build that to return that there. This way. Let's use an if let here. Right, so we can now, game state is either going to be, so we probably need to use an optional here. Can't quite remember, I think it might be on this. Yes. Changed the API on this since I last used it. So anyway, this is quite a good part of. So we've got this state which could be nil. So we need to reduce it optionally. We might have to look at the docs for this. The great thing about the composable architecture, move my face, is they've really done some good commenting on it. So we're looking at reducer, which is here. Let's find the option. So we do need optional .pullback. There you go. So I was fumbling around for this, don't know why I didn't get that. So this is, now we need to change the view, because we can only show, is this the app feature? What is this file, app feature? So we need an if let store in the app view. This is the app view. So here, scope. It's the same. It's the same action, I think. Now I've got my view. But we passed in. We don't need an else. We might need to do this then. Okay. So we're checking first of all. So this if let store checks the scopes it to kind of get rid of the optionality. And if it's not nil, then we can draw our view. If it is nil, there's an else clause, or you can just miss out the else. So basically, it allows us to make game optional, which is what we did. because we made it optional based on the fact that if game state, if the current game is nil, then we return a nil state. So that handles that. Let's fix the mock. Not quite sure what that means. Got the app view, right, so we're passing the app view as store is app state. So hold on. Let's just make a mock for app state. It's a much nicer way of doing it. Frankly, just join these lines up. Oops. Just going to complain about the upstate not having a mock, so let's create a mock. Upstate. This initialize a mock app state. Conjure one up. We have a current game here, keep it there, 30. So that should fix build errors, some anyway. We've added stuff to the environment, have we? Or have we? Do we have an environment? Yeah, we do. Oops. What I meant to do is okay. That's cool. 2 more errors. No. Doing the app feature. Is it showing those errors? Right. Shall we? Bring our cameras back in. Now, we've given it a no game state, so what we're going to get is a blank thing. So probably we would put an else in here. Just, and this is going to be our kind of start screen, I guess. Else. Let's just do this for now. Oh, else. Text. Good. And you can see that appearing there. Just trying to get some lining up. So that's because our mock here has a nil game, so we could make a mock with game. And do another group this. Don't really need groups anymore. And anyway, and if we do mock game, we should see, hopefully, there, we've got a game here. I quite like the name Wordy Gurdy now, so I'm going to change the title of game to I always end up renaming things several times before I'm happy, so this is kind of normal for me. So where we've got my word, we can now do import configuration. This is app feature, should definitely depend on configuration. Let's check. Oh, it doesn't. Didn't need to, obviously. Okay. So we should be able to pull that out now. Again. And likewise. Change inside. See. There. Let's resume that. Ooh. Just sometimes Xcode doesn't like what I do and crashes. Let's reopen it. I'm trying to do the app feature. Okay, Wordy Gurdy, that's the name of the Wordy Gurdy. I was listening to some Cat Stevens the other day, I think. Was it Cat Stevens? I think it is. Wordy Gurdy. Anyway, that's a nice name. There we go. So we are going to just search for the name my word, the string my word. Make sure we don't seem to have it anywhere. Which is strange because no, okay. Because I've changed the name, so of course we don't have it. Okay, right. Slight sidetrack, but you know, this is kind of unplanned development. You know, making it up as I go along. But this is how I do with my hobby projects because planning is important for work, but less so when I'm messing around. So we've got that building. So the next thing is, okay, does it crash when we type guess? Yep. So let's build the actual application. So you see I've gone from the game feature to the app feature. We've made little changes each way that we've made, you know. So we're kind of going from the inside out at the moment. And now we've got the full app. Let's see what breaks here. So app state needs a public initializer, which it didn't have before. Okay. I must make a quick way of doing this, especially when I'm trying to do videos, because it's just trying to do a video takes enough of my enough of my tiny amount of brain power to try and talk and, you know, narrate what I'm doing whilst thinking of what I'm doing. I can't really do it. So I'm really slow, so I should really get some quick, you know, build some helpers to make this faster, and then my videos will be shorter. So we're just going, and I do actually have, keep saying this, keep reminding myself, I actually wrote some quite good code gen stuff. I really should bring that back into production. So that's that one. What else have we got? Some extra argument. Yeah. Let's redo this. We changed this along the way. So all we have to do is sort of go on our way back out, just fix stuff. So we're going to start the game in the nil state. Now that's interesting because now we actually will need to have a button that says start game. Or we can start in a new game state for now. So actually the mock new game probably, let's have a look. Yeah, we'll just use the mock new game for now because we haven't got the word generation in yet, which is going to be cool. So we're starting with the mock new game, QWERTY keyboard. That builds, let's run it. And if we get our crash that we've been tracking down, then we know it's not just a preview thing. Sometimes it can be. We know we've got a genuine crash, and we can write some tests to debug it. So I'll try and guess. Interesting. Doesn't crash, but we do get a fatal error index out of range here. So it does crash. So that's cool. So we found our problem. This offset three. I guess we need to put some tests in this, and I'm pretty certain it's the fact that we've got a double S. So next time, we'll sort this out. And there we go. So you'll see that breaks compilation, but that's what we need to find. We're putting in this so we remember what we're doing. Next time we'll start right here because we won't be able to build. But that's cool. Okay, see you next time.